If you've ever worked with a Korean company, you've heard the word 경영 a lot. But here's the thing. What does it actually mean? Are we talking about business administration, the big picture design of a company? Or are we talking about management, the actual art of leading people? Well, let's crack the code on how this one single word holds two very powerful and very different meanings.
And this, right here, is the heart of the puzzle. In English, we have a pretty clear line between these two ideas, but in Korean, they get bundled up into this one word, 경영. And this is way more than just a little translation quirk. It actually shapes how businesses are seen and run. So let's untangle it.
So this is probably the question you're asking, right? Come on, aren't they basically the same thing? And you know what? That's a totally fair question. The short answer is a definite no, but there's a really fascinating reason why everyone gets them mixed up. Stick with me, and I promise it's all going to become crystal clear.
Okay, so first up, let's tackle business administration. To really get this, I need you to zoom all the way out. Think about the big picture, the entire blueprint of a company. We're talking about the fundamental architecture that lets it even exist in the first place.
So let's look at the official definition. See those key words? Comprehensive, system, and structure. This is that 30,000-foot view we were just talking about. This isn't about managing one specific team. It's about designing the whole corporate machine, right, from the ground up.
At its absolute core, business administration is all about one thing: building an efficient system. It's the part of the business that answers the huge foundational questions, like what kind of legal entity are we? How does money flow through this place? What's our strategy for even getting our product out there? It's all about creating a stable, repeatable framework that you can build. And this slide just nails what that system looks like. Think of business administration as this giant umbrella. And underneath it, you've got all these critical departments, right? Accounting, finance, marketing, HR. These are the functional pillars that hold the entire company up. It's all very macro level, very administrative. All right, time to switch gears. If administration is the blueprint for the building, management is all about the people inside who bring that blueprint to life. We're zooming in now, from the overall structure to the teams and the individuals who make things happen every single day. Now notice how the language for management is completely different. It's all about action. It's the act of directing and coordinating people. See? We're not designing the machine anymore. We're actually in the driver's seat, making sure it runs smoothly day in and day out so we can actually hit our goals.
And this is the soul of it, really. The focus of management is achieving results through people. This is where all that good stuff comes in. Leadership, motivation, quick decision-making, teamwork. It's the human element, the spark that makes a business truly succeed.
This is why management is so dynamic. It's not a one-and-done thing, it's a constant cycle. A manager makes a plan, they organize their team to execute it, they lead by inspiring and motivating, and then they control the outcome, checking it against the original plan. And then the whole thing starts right over again. It's this hands-on, performance-driven loop that never stops. Okay, so we laid it all out. They're clearly two different things. Business administration is the system. Management is leading the people inside that system. So let's circle back to our big question. Why on earth are they squished into one word in Korean? Before we solve that mystery, let's just lock this distinction in one more time. On one side, you've got administration. It's macro. It's about building the system. On the other side, you've got management. It's micro. It's about leading people. It's really the difference between architecture and action, the framework versus the execution. And so, this is what happened. The whole concept of the administrative framework and the very hands-on skill of leading people got merged together, both captured by that single, powerful word, 경영. Now let's finally dig into the historical reason why. So the reason is actually this fascinating mix of academic history and real-world business needs. When Korean universities were setting up their business schools, they adopted the formal American term College of Business Administration, or 경영대학. So on paper, the administration label stuck. But in the real world, what businesses desperately needed were people with practical management skills, leaders who could actually run teams and get results. So over time, the academic name for the system and the practical need for the skill just kind of fused into one word. So after all of that, what's the one thing you really need to walk away with? Well, it all boils down to a super simple but really powerful distinction. If you only remember one thing from this, make it this right here. Business administration designs the system. Management leads the people. The best way to think about it is like this. Administration builds the car.
but management is the one who gets behind the wheel and actually drives it to the destination. That's the core difference. And that's the key to understanding both sides of Gyeongyang.
So, I'll leave you with a question to chew on. Think about your own job, your own career path. Where do you spend most of your time? Are you designing and improving the systems of your organization? Or is your main job about leading people to achieve goals within that system? Knowing the difference isn't just a fun fact. It actually helps you understand your own unique value and where you fit in the bigger picture.